Hello, hello. Welcome back to our Tuesday Live. I'm super excited that you are here. We have this going into the Facebook group, the VegInspired Foodies Healthy Habits for High Achievers Facebook group. We have this going live into the VegInspired Facebook page, and we are also over on YouTube. So let me know if you're here. Drop a hey in the chat. Give me some love. I see Georgiana Lawson. Hello, hello. Great to have you here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yes, sending out all the warm vibes to all of you in the chilly temps. I've been talking to people all over the world today and cold temperatures. So sending you all the warm, sunny vibes from Florida. As a quick background, don't forget, I travel full-time in a fifth wheel RV with my husband, John, and our two cats. So I always say it's real life living over here. Don't be surprised if you hear some background noise or you see a cat or a cattail pop up. So let me know who's here. I see a bunch of you tuning in. Drop a hey in the chat. Give me a hashtag team live. Well, while I'm talking, feel free to drop your questions or comments into the chat. And let's get into today's live show. I am your host, Kathy Davis, an international entrepreneur, founder of VegInspired, three-time cookbook author, and a plant-based lifestyle coach. I empower high-achieving professionals, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and people to 10x their energy, step into their optimum performance, and achieve their goals of health and wellness by leveraging the power of plants. Our proven systems support eating more plants and fitting those plant-centered meals into your fast-paced schedule without requiring hours in the kitchen or the added stress of what am I going to eat. So for many of you, you know that let me find that. Our Using Food to Fuel Your Masterclass is kicking off on January 24th. There are seats still available, so you can register for that. VegInspired.com/masterclass. It's free. It's a 5-day event. There will be huge takeaways, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, whole food, plant-based, or just excited to eat more plants in 2022. You do not want to miss this first round of sessions for the 2022 year. It'll really help you set your intentions for eating more plants. So snag your seat today. Now, last week we discussed healthy eating habits or healthy habits that stick. And really, my unique perspective is to start with your why, really centering that habit and that change around the reason for the change, right? We talk all the time about other people's reasons, other people's things that they want to do. But why do you want to do it? Why do you want to eat more plants? Look, we've got this cute little kitty right here. He just wants to be everywhere that he's not supposed to be. This is Eddie, and hopefully that was enough snuggle and he'll leave for the time being. But why do you want to eat more plants? We know healthy habits, meditating, drinking more water, reading every day. But why do you want to do it? So we always ask ourselves, question number one is why. We talked a lot about that last week in the live show. So if you missed that, you can drop a comment below, ask me to tag you in that show. If you're tuning in over on Facebook or on YouTube and you're not in the VegInspired Healthy Habits for High Achievers group, get in there because that's where the replay is for the first part of this session. So, and we always say that when we connect our goals with our why, it creates the emotion for the change. It fosters that space where adopting the new habit can really thrive because we're centered on our reason, our vision. It also allows us to remove habits that we think we should do. Right? I think I should go for a walk. I think I should do more water, but you haven't really connected it to your heart space, your why. So once you've identified your why, I'd love to hear, did you start last week? Did you pick a habit that you were going to try out? Drop it in the chat. Let us know. Give me a hashtag team live if you're here, and let me know that habit that you started last week after last week's live show. What was that reason? What was the habit that you started? For some of you, it was to eat more plants for your health, for your wellness, for weight management, or even maybe eating more plants for the animals. Maybe you are doing Veganuary this year. For others, it might be eating more plants for energy so that you can achieve your business and personal goals, for productivity, for the energy and the mind clarity. So last week was all about knowing your why. This week, we're going to further down that path and we're really going to push to the next 4 steps. The next step, so step number 1 was identify your why. Step number 2 was to make a committed decision. And my coach recently shared this amazing quote by Ken Blanchard. And I really want you to listen to this and take it in and internalize it and think about how it applies to your goals and your habits. I'm going to share that real quick. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So there is a difference. Let's see if this works. Let me make it a little bit smaller. So there is a difference between interest and commitment. When you are interested in something, you do it only when it's convenient. When you are committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. I want you to think about that for a minute. This is from Ken Blanchard. There is a difference between interest and commitment. When you are interested in something, you do it only when it's convenient. When you are committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. There goes that kitty again. I want you to really think about that. Are you interested in eating more plants or are you committed? Are you all in, whatever it takes, results focused? Or are you more of the, it's not convenient. I'll start tomorrow. I don't need to eat that way right now. It's not easy. Which one are you? Are you interested or are you committed? Because in order to adopt a healthy habit, you have to be committed to adopting. That's the result, right? The result of adopting a healthy habit is the adoption of it. You have to be committed to adopting the healthy habit. You have to know your why. You have to make that committed decision. So now let's run through the rest of these tips, the rest of these steps. Okay, I'm going to remove this quote. You can find it in the Facebook group. If you're in that group, you can drop a comment below. But I really, really want you to be thinking about interest or commitment, and as we move through on these healthy habits and making them stick. So number 1, as we talked about last week, was know your why. Number 2, make a committed decision. Remember, interest versus commitment. When you are committed, you are all in. You focus not on the excuses, but on the results. Step number 3 is to take action. This is often through planning, through intention, through the physical act. And I'm going to run through an example for you, but I would love to hear in the chats, #TeamLive. Let me know you're here. What is your intention? What is that committed habit you're looking for? Step number 4 is you track your action. You review your results. You look at your progress and you pivot where necessary. Now, you have to refine those habits. You're going to find that there might be something that happens, and when we get to the example, you'll see that makes you need to refine the action. So that's step number 4, is to track and review the results and the action. Step number 5, you repeat the habit until it becomes a habit. It replaces the old habits. You're doing the thing. The habit is there. It's now a way of living. It's now who you are. It's now your nature, right? People often ask me, how do you eat more plants? Like, how do you make that happen? And I'm like, well, I've been doing it for 2 years. It is who I am. It is in my nature. Choosing the whole food plant-based option over the processed food is in my nature. That's just what I do. It's my habit. So let's take an example. Raise your hand if you're a snacker. And I know I can't see you. So drop some love in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you're a snacker. Let me know. Are you a snacker? This might really, really work for you if you love to snack and you want to eat more plants, the snacks edition. That's the healthy habit we're going to tackle in this example. So number 1, you decide that you want to eat more snacks, eat more plant snacks. So you know your why. You're eating more fruits and vegetables each day to help you feel better, to help you with weight management, to help increase your productivity, to help increase your energy, to help increase your mind clarity throughout the day. right? You're not eating more plants because somebody told you to. Your why is connected. So that's step number one. You know why you want to eat more plants. Step number two is you are committing to eating more plant snacks. You are saying, I am going to eat fruits and vegetables as my snack. You make the committed decision. Step number three, you plan, right? That's when you take action. You plan in the snacks. You buy more fruits. You buy more vegetables. You buy and prepare the vegetables so that you have them accessible. And then here's the big action, you intentionally choose those foods as your snacks. You go to the fridge and grab the raisins or the grapes. You go to the fridge and grab the strawberries. You pick up the carrots and the cucumber that you already have chopped. You intentionally choose the fruits and vegetables that you committed to in step number two. Now, step number four, this is where you start to track your results. This is where you start to, how does it make me feel? How many days am I doing it? And, this is really important because a lot of times what happens is we're like, oh, I ate, fruit salad for a snack and I'm hungry an hour later. Instead of saying fruit salad's not for me, I can't do this, it's too hard, I'm always hungry, you stop and you say, okay, if I'm hungry, do I need more food? Do I need different food? Different foods make you feel more satiated. Is that fruit snack? Do you need something a little heartier, something with a little more fiber? Do you need to eat a different snack at that time? Maybe that snack is cut, potato wedges. Maybe that snack is veggies and hummus because the hummus is going to be more filling. So instead of just abandoning the healthy habit snack, right, you pivot, you adjust, you refine so that you can still be the person who you committed to being, right? The person who eats the whole food or the plant-based snacks. And then step number five, you repeat and repeat, rinse and repeat, day in and day out. You do the habit day in and day out. You buy the groceries each week. You prep the veggies or the fruit each week. You repeat, you repeat, you repeat. You intentionally choose. You repeat, you repeat, you repeat. And eventually you are the person that has adopted that habit. And remember, it's not an interest, right? There's a difference between being interested in eating more plants and being committed. And in step number two, you make a committed decision to eat more plant snacks. And so when it's just an interest, you only do it when it's convenient. But when you're committed, you accept no excuses. You don't say, oh, shoot, I didn't buy vegetables this week, I can't eat a healthy snack. You look in and you say, my result is eating those snacks. Adopting the habit is the result. What do I have in the house that is a fruit or vegetable snack that I can eat? You accept no excuses. See, a lot of times what I hear people say is, oh, well, it didn't work out, or I was so hungry, or whatever, it's too expensive, it's too time consuming. Instead of saying, okay, this was too time consuming, how can I make this less time consuming? How can I make this habit that I'm committed to easier for me? And that's really what we do, right? That is what we do in the academy. We speak a lot about eating more plants to become your way of life. We work through the systems to make it easy for you. We work through the foods and the recipes that align with your goals, aren't your allergens, right? If you are allergic to gluten or you have an intolerance to soy, I work with you to find the right foods and recipes that will help fuel your days. We look at strategies. And then we look at the thinking required to make eating more plants your way of life. So that's where you have to decide. Are you just interested in eating more plants, or are you committed? And I really want to hear from you. I love the interactive piece of this. So drop some hearts in the chat if you are ready to make a committed decision to eat more plants. If you're ready to make plant-based eating your way of life, drop some love, drop those little heart emojis. I love seeing those. Let's support each other. Let's look for those little hearts. Let's see who else needs cheering on and rooting and encouragement on their goal. So if you're watching Team Replay, give me a hashtag Team Replay. Drop your heart in there. Are you ready to make the committed decision to eat more plants? Do you want that cheer and encouragement along your pathway to eating more plants? So if you're ready, drop that heart. Let's see it. Let's Let's cheer you on. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Eric Clay, yes, you're here. We got the hearts. Awesome. So I'm super excited about these 5 steps to making those healthy habits stick. And I also want to encourage and invite you to our upcoming masterclass. You truly don't want to miss this. It is filled with nuggets of information, systems, foods, mindset work, and the implementation strategies to make eating more plants your way of life so that you can fuel your body, maintain a healthy weight, or lose weight, get off your meds, feel more healthy, energized, productive, have more mind clarity. Whatever that thing is that you're really struggling with, eating more plants can make it happen. Right? Food fuels your mood, food fuels your energy. That all ties into the way you live out your life. So don't miss the workshop. It's coming up January 24th. You can register at veginspired.com/masterclass. I will go in and put that link below. So if you are watching this or you want to pop back in, drop a comment at, say, send me the link, whatever you need, so that you can make sure that you get registered. If you're watching this team live, give me a hashtag team live. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this as a replay, I am here to support you with your goals. I'm here to provide you with these little nuggets each Tuesday on your lunch break to help you make plant-based eating or eating more plants your way of life. And I am super excited to bring you more content in 2022 that will help you on your path to plant-based. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Bye.